everyone, so today I'm bringing you a review of something I have had in my collection for a really long time, and I have only recently been able to whip it out and play with it and really get to know the palette itself. So I'm going to speak to you guys today about the M Cosmetics Life Palette in Career Life. The palette comes with this sheet which just has variations of the different colors, and it gives you some type of guide as to how you can actually put the colors on your eyes and what types of combinations you could do. And then in the bottom it has a little double-ended brush. One side is the liner brush and the other side is just a little fluffy brush that I am not sure what it would be good for other than to just swipe on some basic color on your eyelid, but not much more than that. And then it has a little stick here on the top because all of these little pots are little pots that you could just take off, right? So you don't need to do any kind of crazy depotting method for these things. You could just take them off and put them somewhere else in your, whatever type of magnetized palette you have. Or you can also put them in, conveniently. They include a little palette which is a single, and you could just, put your different type of combinations in here as well. This is an empty one, of course, and you can see the magnetized stuff there. You could just put your little pots there, whatever type of combination you like, and be good to go. They have 4 different combinations overall. Now let me just tell you that I've actually tried these 4 different looks, and I have filmed tutorials with each and every single one of them, so those are actually going to be coming next after this video. But I wanted to just give you guys what I thought about the actual palette before I showed you just me using it. And overall, I'm just gonna, jump to the end. Overall, I think it's a good palette for like the everyday woman. I think definitely for my career life, it'll meet my needs because it gives me a wide range of looks that I could use. Something a little bit more colorful with these purples and maybe these oranges, and then something much more neutral and down to earth with these brown and maybe these just grays, and overall I think it's a great quality product, but I am not sure that it's actually worth what it costs. If I were to lose it, I would actually not repurchase it. I think that I could actually get the same looks that I was able to get with this with other palettes that are less expensive and a lot more quality. So let's talk about them look by look. So up here we have the Power Suit, and these are just some basic like gray colors. I would say some silver shades, a little bit of a dark gray, some blacks, not really black, but like gray type of dark, almost black, and then a really light white shade. We have to pair that a little bit of a wine colored blush and a lipstick that is like a wine color and something more like a lip gloss that you could pop on top for a little bit of shine. Again, not my favorite look in the actual palette, but it definitely did the trick, and I think that it would be good for just, the overall basic businesswoman. I don't think you need to go beyond this. The second look is a little bit more colorful. This, I think that should be maybe for the summertime businesswoman because it does incorporate a little bit of purple shades. The blush is a little bit more on the pink side, and it's just a little bit more young and fun and not too serious and uptight. But it's still very professional and it just looks very nice. The third look, I actually wore this third look yesterday to church, and this is called Out to Lunch. And I liked it a lot, especially I liked the lipstick in this bunch. If this were in stick form, like an actual lipstick, I would purchase it because it is such a nice color. It's the perfect coral shade for me, for my type of skin tone, that goes very well with the type of pigment that I naturally have on my lips. So I really enjoyed that. As far as the actual eyeshadows, I didn't enjoy them too much because They're kind of coppery, a little bit on the green side, and that's not something that I think suits me very well. And then this last one, I would say I think was my favorite in terms of the eye look, and it's what I'm wearing right now. Again, it's not something that you could probably see on camera and say like, wow, that's beautiful. But I do think that it's a nice and subtle look that gives you a nice business look and a professional look for just your overall work atmosphere. And I think that's wonderful, because that's actually what this is marketed towards. Not just, you know, get ready and look good on camera, but get ready and look good in that business meeting. The colors overall are really nicely paired together. I think that they did form really nice overall conjunctions of looks. But I do see anybody else that is, you know, a little bit more creative with makeup being able to really get, you know, many more looks out of this, not just these four. And of course you can go with less intensity, more intensity, or whatever you may want to kind of tweak the look and make it look your own. In terms of pros and cons, the pigment of the eyeshadows is not really up to par with a high-end type of palette. I have high-end palettes that cost less money than this one and provide much more pigment. I do think, however, that these are definitely great colors that you will be able to make an endless amount of combinations with and get great looks. On the other side, I also think that one of the negative aspects of this palette is the closeness between all of the different eyeshadows to the lipsticks. I have had a lot of trouble keeping my brush out of, for example, the blush. When I'm trying to just swirl my brush in the blush, I have had trouble with it going into the different lipsticks and lip gloss. Other than that, I think that overall this palette is a really good palette. The colors are really beautiful, the combinations are stellar, and it really does fit the need of what it's being marketed for. It's a career life palette, and I will definitely be using it in my career life. And you know, if I'm going to travel for work, if I'm going to, you know, be away for a week, I definitely know that if I take this, I will have more than enough to just, you know, suit my needs for that week, maybe even a month, and not be, you know, not need anything else other than, of course, my mascara and maybe just liquid eyeliner if that's what you're into, because you can line your eyes with some of these shades. Every single look does have a dark enough shade where you could line your eyes with them, but of course it's not the same intensity as a liquid eyeliner. So it's definitely a very complete palette, and it's, I think, a great one as well. I just do not think it's the price that it should be. I do think, however, that these are going for less amount of money than they were originally. So maybe you guys can get them now and really enjoy them at that lower price. Like I said before, I have already filmed 4 different looks with this Life palette, each and every look that it's intended for. I followed the exact directions on the instructions, so you will be able to see sort of what they designed it for. And I really hope that you guys enjoy all of that. Those videos will be coming up next on my channel, just one straight after the other. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if there are any other palettes that you guys would like me to try and review for you, and I will see you guys in my next video.